Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I'm here to talk about Charlie Campbell versus Alex Reyes. Campbell is 28 years old, 7-2 as a pro, and he's got 1 inch of height but giving up half an inch of reach to 36-year-old Reyes, who is 13-3, and making his return after 6 years off from the sport. He made it to the pinnacle of the sport, the UFC, had 1 fight, got knocked out in a minute, but then suffered some serious health issues. I read about it once, but I forgot about it. It's a kind of analysis you get here at MMA Al Dente. But he lost the 6 most crucial years. Well, I shouldn't even say that. That'd probably be like 28-34. But he lost 6 crucial years, and now he's 36 years old, which means, he's really up against it. I would have been questioning his durability coming into his next fight at 30 years old. But now here he is at 36, coming off a 6-year layoff. He's not somebody I can trust at all, which is why he's my only bet for this fight. But I'll get into that in a minute or two. He does have 13 finishes, Alex Reyes, 9 by knockout or TKO, 4 by submission. The submissions are dominant submissions, arm triangles and rear naked chokes, all 4 of them, I believe, because that's where he gets his best work done. He has 3 losses, 2 by TKO, 1 by decision. He lost twice in his first 2 fights, 1 TKO and 1 decision, and then went on a 13-fight winning streak before losing to Mike Perry. Mike Perry did knock him out. I think it was a replacement fight, short notice. I'm very sure it was. And Mike Perry knocked him out in a minute anyway. Hit him with a big elbow in the clinch, and then hit him with a big knee that sent him crumbling and fucked his face up. Was a tough loss, and again, it would have had me questioning things when he was 30, but now with a 6-year layoff being 36, red flags everywhere. Charlie Campbell, he's 28 years old, just a guy that's much more reliably healthy, but I still have some doubts about Charlie Campbell as well, because he was knocked out in his last loss to Chris Duncan, which got Duncan into the UFC. That was a shootout on the Contender Series. Or really, it was a comeback, but Charlie Campbell was the one doing the shooting. He was all over Chris Duncan, had him hurt many, many times for like a fucking minute straight, but wasn't able to close the show, and Chris Duncan caught him with a big counter, and it knocked Charlie Campbell out. Chris Duncan is a proven dangerous guy, and there's no shame in losing to him or getting knocked out by him, but it still is a knockout loss. A clean knockout, and it happened somewhat recently. So even though Charlie Campbell's a much more healthy 28-year-old fighter, it's still in the back of my mind. So there's that, but he is a guy that has good power himself, and I think, especially if his chin holds up, he'll be a reliable brawler, because this guy likes to throw down. Picked up some good wins. Beat Josh Streaker recently, a knockout in June that he got in the CFFC. Also got knockouts over guys Guilherme Santos and the guy Vadim. I think those were both in round 1. And even though they show power, one-shot power from Charlie Campbell, and he can, just rock you silly with his power, those are still guys that have been finished a few times. Via strikes, I'm saying. So it takes away a little bit from the mystique of Charlie Campbell, but I still think he's a very dangerous guy. He beat this guy, Nick Giulietti, in Bellator with leg kicks, and that's another thing. Charlie Campbell definitely has good leg kicks. Really strong leg kicks, and I think overall he's got a physicality advantage on Alex Reyes, where if he is able to keep this fight standing and stuff any attempt of Alex Reyes to take the fight to the ground, and if he's healthy, Charlie Campbell bullies him on the feet. He's got great leg kicks. That's how he won against a guy, Nick Giulietti, in Bellator. It was a comeback. He was being out-grappled and backpacked and controlled by Nick Giulietti, but he survived and got up even and started taking over at the end of round 1 with leg kicks, and wasn't able to get the finish there, but closed the show in round 2, which shows heart and grit from Charlie Campbell, and of course some dangerous leg kicks. But he's just overall a much more trustworthy fighter. He is my pick to win this fight. Again, too many red flags with Alex Reyes. But since Charlie Campbell was knocked out, and since I think Alex Reyes, even if things don't go his way, he's not able to have the fight he has, he's going to have to bite down on his mouthpiece and, throw down. I threw a sprinkle on Alex Reyes via knockout. Round 1 and 2, plus 2,000, plus 2,800. Just sprinkles, fucking meaningless shit. Because I think those are valuable really for almost any fight. But certainly for this fight, where a guy Charlie Campbell, despite me picking him and overall trusting him, he still has been knocked out. And it wasn't his most recent fight, most recent loss. So on that alone, I just see disproportionate value there for Alex Reyes getting a knockout. But again, that is not my pick. My pick is Charlie Campbell wins, and I think he gets a finish as well, Charlie Campbell. I think he knocks out Alex Reyes the end of round 1, to be honest. That's my pick. So round 1 knockout, you could get it plus 125 for Charlie Campbell. I didn't like that. I'm just staying away from it. It would have to be juicier. And my only bet is a sprinkle on Alex Reyes' knockouts. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit. Check out my other videos.